We all have experienced that feeling of drowning when we're reminded of something we've been meaning to do. David Allen calls them open loops or incompletes, and these are all the pending issues that you have in your head that, if not checked, will continue to rattle around your brain until they open like a floodgate. What if we told you that there is a system which helps you to face an overwhelming amount of things to do while still being productive, creative, and relaxed as you tackle them? Well, there is. David Allen is considered one of the most influential thinkers when it comes to self-management and productivity, and his Getting Things Done system, or GTD in short, is a way to organize all the things you have to do and, as a result, get more done in a shorter time. So let's jump right into it. Our brains are great at getting things done, not at remembering them. To implement this system, we first have to start by acknowledging these 4 rules. 1. All the incompletes must be captured down. 2. Our minds are too busy to remember everything. Capture it, creating a system that you can call up quickly. 3. Everything in our to-do list must be actionable. If we don't know how we'll implement it, we'll probably never do it. 4. We do not become overwhelmed when we have too much to do. We're overwhelmed when we break commitments to ourselves. This is the process we'll use when managing tasks. First, we ask ourselves, what is the task at hand and is it actionable? If it's not actionable, we could 1. Put it in the trash. 2. Put it in a reference list just in case we need it later. 3. Put it in the incubator where we'll revisit it after a set amount of time. Next, if it is actionable, we ask ourselves, can I do this in less than 2 minutes? If so, we'll do it immediately. If it requires more time, we consider whether we are the right person to handle it. If not, we delegate it to the appropriate person or entity. If we're the right person for the job, we'll create a reminder for it. There are 2 kinds of reminders. Time-specific reminders. These are for tasks that have a specific deadline or need to be done at a particular day or time. They are associated with a specific schedule or appointment. ASAP reminders. These are for tasks that don't have a strict deadline, but still need to be completed as soon as possible. They are prioritized based on their importance and urgency, without being tied to a specific time frame. There are 3 types of items that you should include in your calendar. Time-specific actions. These are appointments or tasks that have a specific time allocated for their completion, such as meetings, interviews, or deadlines with set times. Day-specific actions. These are tasks or activities that need to be done on a specific day but do not necessarily require a specific time slot. They are actions that you plan to accomplish within the day but can be completed at any convenient time. For example, you may need to make a phone call, run errands, or complete a project by the end of the day. Day-specific information. These items don't necessarily involve actions, but provide valuable information that you may need on a particular day. It could include things like birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, or reminders about upcoming events or deadlines. Allen's model helps us prioritize based on the context, time available, energy available, and priority of tasks. Let's explore each criterion in more detail. Context. The context refers to the specific situation or environment in which you find yourself at a given moment. For example, if you are at your office, the context may be conducive to tasks that require access to your computer or work-related materials. If you are at home, the context may be better suited for household chores or personal projects. Time available. Time is a limited resource, and it's important to assess how much time you have for a particular task. Some actions require only a few minutes, while others may take longer. By considering the time available, we can select tasks that can be completed within the given time frame. This helps to avoid becoming overwhelmed. Energy available. Our energy levels fluctuate throughout the day, and certain tasks require more focus and mental or physical energy than others. For example, if you're feeling mentally drained, it may be more suitable to tackle less demanding tasks that require less concentration. On the other hand, if you're feeling energized and focused, you can take on more challenging or creative tasks. Priority. Urgent tasks are those that require action now. These include tasks that have a deadline in the near future or are related to an important project. Now that we've seen the criteria for prioritizing actions, let's explore how to implement the Getting Things Done model. Step 1. Capture everything. Start by grabbing a pen and paper or use a digital tool if that's more your style. Write down every single thing that's on your mind, whether it's a project idea, a reminder to fix something, or even a gift idea for something special. By getting it all out of your head and onto paper, you free up mental space so that you can remember Jack's birthday. Step 2. Clarifying where everything should be. How do you eat an elephant? By taking one bite at a time. Similarly, once you have captured everything, it's time to clarify and break down each item into steps. In this context, step refers to something actionable, not necessarily something you can complete in 2 minutes. For example, if you wrote down organizing a team off-site event, think about what needs to happen next to move forward with that item. Do you need to check your team's availability? Find a suitable venue? Create an agenda? List all the immediate actions that will bring you closer to completing the item. Next, we'll sort these tasks into those that will go into our trash, those that will go into our reference list, those that we will do right away, and those that we will discard. For tasks that provide valuable information but don't require immediate action, you can keep them for reference. This may include a list of potential venues with their contact information or a checklist of essential event planning items that you can refer to for future events. Tasks that can be done right away should be prioritized. For example, you can send an email to your team asking for their availability on proposed dates, or make a phone call to a potential vendor to inquire about pricing and services. For more complex tasks that require multiple steps and longer timelines, label them as projects. This could involve creating a detailed budget plan for the event or developing a comprehensive marketing strategy to promote the offsite event. If there are tasks that will take longer than 2 minutes and someone else is better suited for the job, mark them for delegation. You could delegate the responsibility of researching and booking transportation for event attendees to Jim, who is better versed in business travel arrangements, or assign the task of designing and printing event signage and banners to Anna, who has an eye for design and an artistic flair. Step 3. Sorting tasks into lists. Now that you have clarified your tasks, it's time to sort them into different lists based on their nature and priority. Here are some examples of lists you can create. The waiting for list. This list is for tasks that you're waiting for someone else to complete or items you've decided to delegate. Here you can make a note like track Jim's progress on getting the logistics sorted. The someday maybe list. This list is for ideas or tasks that you want to act on in the future, but are not a priority at the moment. If you have a dream of starting your own podcast, you can add it to this list and revisit it when the time is right. The tickler file. This is for all the things that will tickle your memory, all the things that need to be put in motion but have been put on the back burner. The calendar. This is where you schedule tasks and events that have specific dates or deadlines. It's reserved for items that must happen on a particular day or at a particular time. The next actions list. This is your go-to to-do list. It's the catch-all for actionable items. If you have a variety of tasks, you can categorize them further based on their context or location. For instance, you can have separate sections for home, work, errands, or online. Step 4, reflect. A reality check is an essential part of the reflection process in the Getting Things Done system. It's your chance to take a step back, look at the bigger picture, and evaluate your progress and priorities. This will be the time to indulge in a little self-reflection, much like a wise philosopher pondering life's mysteries, except in this case, you'll be pondering your ever-growing to-do list. Take a close look at your projects, project plans, next actions, waiting for, someday maybe lists, and your tickler file. This review will give you a clear overview of what needs to be done and what can be delegated or postponed. Don't forget to capture any new items that may have slipped through the cracks. The last thing you need to do is account for inconsistencies and emergencies. As much as the getting things done approach is highly efficient in prioritizing and organizing tasks, there will be tasks that will still pop up and will need to be taken care of immediately. Things like an unexpected call from your boss asking that you prepare a report, or a sudden surge in orders from your online store. It's okay to attend to these pressing issues, just make sure to go back to your initial order of tasks afterwards. What's your opinion? Do you think the getting things done approach can help you to complete the things you have to do with less time, energy, and effort? Comment below and be sure to subscribe.